about 2 weeks since I switched from this, which is an iPhone, to this, which is not an iPhone, which is a dumb phone. Why did I do it? Just to hear this. Yep, you guessed it. No, the actual reason that I switched is because I found that I was spending so much time on my phone, even in the little tiny moments where I could have been interacting with people. I could have just been relaxing, enjoying my day. And I also noticed that my stress level just kept increasing and increasing as time went by. Now, I thought to myself, this can't be because of a phone. There's no way this is because of a phone. I've all but proven to myself that it was because of a phone, because now that I don't use the iPhone after my work hours are done, because I do have to have this for work, when I'm on my own time and on the weekend, I'm using this, which is completely different. This is not a smartphone. In fact, I actually switched from the Nokia 2780, which I love the looks of, because it had too many features. Imagine that, too many features for me. And that's because it had Facebook, Google Maps, and a few other little things with the iOS App Store. Now, this particular phone does not have an App Store. It comes with what it comes with, which is next to nothing. You can text on it, you can call on it, you can use Google on it in a very limited way. It does not have Google Maps, it does not have Google Assistant, it does not have an App Store. It is quite literally a cell phone. You're gonna hear me snap this thing shut so many times just because I love the sound of it. I will say that I like the screen on this. It's pretty nice. It's got a lot of different backgrounds that you can choose from. I know the viewing angle doesn't show up amazing on here, but it's actually pretty good. I will say that the only thing is this is an older version of this phone, so the cell service is not going to be as optimal as something with newer bands built in. I believe this is the Alcatel Go 2. It is branded with AT&T's logo. I got this super cheap. It was secondhand, but it was in really good condition, so I went ahead and got it. I love the buttons. I went ahead and this one didn't have predictive texting turned on, thank goodness, because I don't like predictive texting. I had to turn that off on my Nokia 2780. Don't you just love the simple names that they give these? But overall, I feel like this has been a good transition for me because it still has my music. It still has the radio built in. I was able to put my music on here using a micro SD card, which is just something that I really wanted because I don't currently have a DAP or a digital audio player or MP3 player as they used to be known, because I'm wanting to do this in the most minimal way possible. I really would like to have another device for my music and audiobooks because that's such a big part of my life and a big part of my day, but I'm trying to figure out ways to live with less technology. And again, that's why I switched from the Nokia to this. Even though I love the looks of the Nokia, it just had too many features for me, which I would say is still too few features for most people. It does not have a full app store. It's just got the iOS apps, which are nice to have, but they're very limited. However, if you're wanting to make this type of switch, I think it's going to be the option for most people. I just liked this one because it's very limited. It's as limited as you can really get. As you can see, the size is quite nice. I love the overall design of it. I know it's just a cheap flip phone, but it actually looks quite nice. Very thin, pretty lightweight, definitely more lightweight than your smartphone. I would also say it's quite snappy in terms of like responsiveness. It's not too bad. It's not going to be as responsive as iOS or Android, but hey, it is not meant to be either of those things. I'm still being told by everyone that I'm absolutely crazy for even doing this, but quite honestly, it's been a really nice change. More and more people are starting to text me on this in the evenings versus the iPhone. I still hear this thing ring occasionally or buzz occasionally, but I'm doing my best not to look at it, especially after my work hours and on weekends. And I feel like it's given me so much back in terms of time, which is quite honestly the most important and valuable thing that we have. So let me know in the comments what you think about this flip phone, or flip phones in general if you plan on giving them a try. If you already use one, awesome. Let me know which one you use and why. I'll put a link in the description to where you can get a really good price on one of these, as well as just super cheap cell service if you're just wanting something for about $10 a month that's going to give you unlimited calling and texting and maybe a gigabyte of data, which is impossible to use on something like this. I don't know how I would use a gigabyte of data, which is what I currently have, and it's not using hardly any. So I can probably even downgrade my plan, but it uses T-Mobile Towers, the service that I've got, and you will get a $10 credit when you sign up. So be sure to check out that link. And I'll see you guys later.